Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to do 8-1. Some of you in Mrs. Shuffler's class are probably wondering, why are we doing 8-1, Mrs. Shuffler? We already did that. You are right, we did. But we have finished our whole math journal. And so what we're going to be doing is we are going to be reviewing through Unit 8 with Mrs. Hanson and Mrs. Doomer's class. And then after that, we're going to go through the list of all of our standards and we're going to review them because, boys and girls, you know how we've talked about that the more we practice at something, the better we get, right? So it might be a little easy, but there might be things that you didn't learn the first time because you know what, boys and girls, like I always talk about, we always can learn. Okay, so here we go. 8-1 attributes of two-dimensional shapes. I can statements are, I can identify 4, 5, and 6-sided shapes. I can find attributes of 2D shapes. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what we're going to do, boys and girls, is what this unit talks about is 6-sided shapes. Well, what a 6-sided shape would be a hexagon. Let me see if I can show you that on my screen. Here we go. I'll just draw you a picture of it. Sorry, it's not popping up. Here we go. So we know a hexagon is a 6-sided shape. And boys and girls, I apologize, Mrs. Shuffler. She needs to get better at her hexagons. Here we go. I will just show you a picture on my book. That way you'll be able to see it better. Here we go. Do you guys see this? I'll get a better chart for you. Okay, boys and girls, sorry for the pause. I had to pause because Miss Shuffler, I still have improvement to make, but I needed to practice making my 6-sided, 5-sided, and 4-sided shapes because I don't always draw shapes every day. So here we go. So we know that a hexagon has 6 sides. And if you look up a picture on Google, you'll find a better looking hexagon, just to let you know. So we have one side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to be talking about hexagons as well as pentagons. And pentagon has 5 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So a pentagon's a 5-sided shape. Then we're going to talk about some quadrilaterals. These are a few of the many quadrilaterals. What a quadrilateral is a 4-sided shape. Here we go. A trapezoid is, say 1, 2, 3, 4. A rectangle is 1, 2, 3, 4. A square is 1, 2, 3, 4. A rhombus is, what it is pretty much is like a square that got tilted a little bit. And that has 4 sides. And then a kite, and that has 4 sides. Boys and girls, kites are super fun. Maybe you want to take out a kite if you have one at home and go fly it on a windy day. See, look at this kite. We have a Ninja Turtle kite right here. And it has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And so a kite would be considered a quadrilateral. So here we go. So what we're going to be talking about is angles, sides, and vertexes. You'll do a lot more of this when you get older. But in math, what math is like if you're building a tower. The bottom is the foundation, like a house that holds it together. And then you just keep going on up from there. So you'll learn more and more each and every time that you learn something in math. You'll just keep building on it. So what we have, boys and girls, we know that right here, that is a side of my pentagon, right? And if I circle this right here, that is a side of my hexagon. So you guys get that part, right? We know what a side of something is, right? Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is the angles. Right here, I am going to color this in right here. You guys see this? This right here is the angle. And then this is the vertex. Where 2 points meet is the vertex. Do you guys see where I made a little line right there? That's the vertex. So sometimes maybe you've heard of a right angle. What a right angle is an angle that is 90 degrees. So if I have a piece of paper right here and I go to put it, let's see, I'll quickly erase this and draw a square. A square has 4 right angles. The best way to find if something has a right angle is to use a piece of paper that has a corner on the piece of paper. So if I have my square right here, you guys see my square? And I take my piece of paper. Do you guys see how it matches up? Oops, my piece of paper has to be square with it. See how it matches up perfectly? Then I know that is a right angle. And another way you can do is it usually makes an L. So you could always take a sticky note too and stick that in the corner and see if it matches up perfectly to know if it has a right angle. Not all shapes have right angles. Okay. So another thing that we're going to talk about in this lesson is we're talking about the different shapes, the pentagons, hexagon, and quadrilaterals. Another thing I want to go over with you is if you're listening, you'll get a free answer to Math Journal page 195. And if you're in Mrs. Shuffler's class and you've already done that page, maybe you should double check and make sure you did it correctly, or make sure that you weren't gone that day when you guys did that page with Mrs. Elder. Okay, so we're going to go to page 195, Math Journal problem number 3. Write a number model. Solve. You may draw a diagram. The Spartans scored 76 points. The Huskies scored 40 points. How many more points did the Spartans score? Well, we know that the Spartans scored 76, and the Huskies scored 40. So what we need to do is we need to make sure, we need to find the difference. And I always tell my kids in my class, when you're finding the difference, we need to subtract. So if you see the word difference, that means to subtract. So we are going to take 76 minus 40 to find the difference. Here we go. 6 minus 0 is what? 6. And boys and girls, remember, you need more time to solve this. Pause my video. 7 minus 4 is 3. Here you go. So the difference would be 36 points. Okay, so boys and girls, this is a pretty easy unit. And if you have any problems, let me know. And if you're in Mrs. Shuffler's class, look for the page. There will be a little disclaimer saying, because you guys are going to just have worksheets where just like your number of the day, how you either write it down or you print it out, you'll be doing the same from moving forward to the end of the year. So thank you guys so much for all your work. Like I said, be practicing those multiplication problems, and I can't wait to see you for the next lesson.